I think many people in society are haunted by their past, whether it was a traumatic experience or a hard loss. We often let these dark moments dictate who we are now and how we see the world, which unfortunately leads us to being stuck in time. So here are 3 pieces of advice Frieren to Journey's End gives us to help us break free from our past. Admittedly, one of my biggest life desires is being able to turn back time, and I'm sure I'm not alone in this. However, I'm certain that for most of us, even if we got more time back, I don't think it would change a single thing. You see, something we see in Frieren is quantity does not mean quality. Frieren had lived for several thousands of years, and many of those years, Frieren had remained in solitude without ever pursuing anything. The last time she fought a demon was hundreds of years before she met Himmel. So when Himmel tried to recruit her, she rejected his proposal because she felt like she was too old and had wasted too much time. However, Himmel reminds her, and even us, that there is no better time than right now. The concept that goals and aspirations have an expiration date is a barrier that society has placed to put down others. Now what I could do right now is start naming a bunch of people who didn't become successful until they got older, but I think something more interesting would be for me to ask you a simple question. If I were to grant you your wish today and let you return to the past, would you actually be able to change anything with your current discipline? Now I can't speak for everybody, but the answer for most of us would be no. Sure, you'd feel motivated for a week to improve, but the lack of urgency and discipline would quickly put out this sudden motivation. The anxiety that you feel today is a result of you finally accepting that something needs to be done, which is a missing catalyst that you needed in the past. Meaning Himmel is right, it isn't over, and you're exactly where you need to be. When we first meet Stark, he's a cowardly boy who has barely an ounce of confidence in his body. It isn't until he slays a local dragon, terrorizing a local town, where he recognizes he has more potential than he gave himself credit for. But how did he become that way? Well, like many of us, he let past shame, mistakes, and fear dictate his limit, letting his past define him. Many of us are like Stark. We often blindly misinterpret past experiences and we turn past failures into life sentences. But like Frieren gave Stark a chance to redeem himself, give yourself also a shot at redemption. I can't guarantee that it's going to change your life completely, but it'll be one step forward towards it. The last lesson is acceptance. To be honest, this is something that I still struggle with to this day. And I think it's hard for many of us because it's hard to accept the unfair outcomes we've had in life, which is a valid feeling. However, I think us by lingering in the past makes us permanent victims, which in itself is a really bad way to live. If we look in Frieren's life, there's plenty of moments where most of us would probably have folded into depression, from losing our village and losing our family to losing Himmel and losing our friends. Those are unfortunate events that most people give into defeat to. Admirably, Frieren does not. And it's not because she's some stoic machine, because we do see her feel emotional pain throughout the series. Rather, it's comprehending the result is definite and taking the challenge and responsibility to learn to live with it. While Frieren does depict overcoming your past as a beautiful, melancholy experience, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. For most of us, it's not a magical experience, and it definitely sucks. However, there's one thing this anime got right, and it's that this journey is extremely worth it, as you'll always come back stronger and a better person. But that's it for today, guys. Let me know if you guys want me to cover more anime wisdoms, maybe a specific anime that you guys want me to cover. Let me know down in the comments. And that's it for today, guys. I'll catch you in the next one, Scouts.